Greetings and blessings, dear friends in the Spirit 111. It's Eddie Luisi. How are you? I hope you had a really good week. I hope you're going to have a great weekend. So I am calling this talk The Soul of the Whole. Dun, dun, dun. Whole. W-H. All right, so I'm going to read something from Daily Practice, Sacred Reading and Meditation. Each one of us is responsible for the whole of humankind. We need to think of each other really as brothers and sisters and to be concerned for each other's welfare. Rather than working solely to acquire wealth, we need to do something meaningful, something directed seriously towards the welfare of humanity as a whole. And I'm sure a lot of you friends in the Spirit 111 are doing that. But sometimes we all need a little reminder, right? So I'm going to go back to last week a little bit, do a little sharing of what happened, do a little readings in between, and hopefully this touches your soul, the whole of your soul. Last Saturday was the 20th anniversary celebration of Rev Steph and Jubilation, gospel choir, gospel ministry. I went to NJ PAC, New Jersey Performing Arts Center in Newark, and I got there nice and early. I was part of their sound check. Well, I was watching their sound check. I wasn't in their sound check, but I was sitting, in the auditorium, and wonderful sound check. And then afterwards, Rev Steph, she's in a wheelchair. She started praying. And I said, okay, I'm all by myself. What should I do? So I got up on stage and I put my hand on her shoulder while they were praying. And her eyes were closed and she was praying. Everybody was praying. And after a couple of minutes, she opened up. She goes, Eddie Luisi! And she introduced me of Good Morning America. What a wonderful celebration. What a blessing. Besides the music, first of all, there was like a 6-7 piece band. There was a 120-person choir, 3 different conductors, 2 women and a man, all with wonderful personalities and wonderful spirits. They had a couple of videos with different people talking in different backgrounds. Bria Williams produced one of the videos, Abria. There was a 101-year-old, I think. Her name was Ella, my daughter's name. 101 or 103, and she gave this wonderful talk. There was another woman who got up there. She was probably in her 60s or so, maybe 70s. I'm not sure, but she's a retired school teacher, and they had a scholarship fund for 3 kids, and 2 were able to show up. And she gave this talk, and she was like, whoa, like grandma's, like telling you how it was wonderful. It was really a blessing. It was absolutely wonderful. And I think more people need to hear. It was kind of a tough love, but a great thing. So thank you, Rev Steph and Jubilation, for touching my soul and for blessing me. It was absolutely fabulous. And we're going to get together soon in the future and work on my song. So keep us in your prayers, please. Sunday, St. Peter's Church in Haverstraw. I've been there 21, 22 years. Always at the end of the Mass, the priest will ask anybody new to the parish here, first time visiting. If people get up, we acknowledge them, applaud them, and then any birthdays, any anniversaries. So my wife Lizzie came and we raised our hand, 21-year anniversary, wedding anniversary. So I love you, Lizzie. And don't forget to cue the spirit. So that was really wonderful. I am going to read something from Science of Mind. Maine Coon Cat from Murphy's Diary. First of all, there's a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Within man is the soul of the whole. The wise silence, the universal beauty, the eternal one. Yep, that's where I got the theme from, the soul of the whole. And from Ernest Holmes, I salute the God presence in everyone I meet, and I know that as surely as I do this, the love dwelling in them responds to the same presence that is within me. So let me read a couple paragraphs here. I was found in the woods. The people who found me said I was a Maine Coon cat. When I grew too large to be a coon cat, they decided I must be a bobcat. When I got too large to be a bobcat, they decided I was a mountain lion. When they decided I was a mountain lion, they gave me to the zoo. The reason I'm telling you this story is because when people see you, they create a mental space for you based on their past experience, history, and beliefs. The space they create for you may be one that is too small for you. It may be one you quickly outgrow. Sometimes that means the people you care about won't have enough room for the real you. Too often we try to fit into the small space others offer. As sad as this may be, it can be a chance to step into and create a world big enough for you. Most people have enough room for a coon cat. Not many can imagine having enough room for a mountain lion. And the affirmation, I know who and what I am because I recognize the presence of God at my center. Whoa, isn't that great advice? And I think I'm mentioning that because all the different people I'm going to be talking about and Rev Steph and stuff, you know, they started out as a little kitty cat, became a mountain lion, 20 years ministering and playing around the world and churches and St. Peter's Church, right? I started there 21, 22 years ago as a little kitty cat. Now I'm a big mountain lion. Monday, you know, I think you guys know I drive my 20-year-old daughter from Emerson, Olivia, to Woodstock. She does a 3-day internship. And there's multiple blessings going on with this internship. Obviously, it's great for her resume. It's great for her CV that she's involved during the summer. We drive her to a dear friend, Joan's house, Joan Monahan, and she stays there, 83-year-old friend from Rockland County. So it's a blessing because she gets to hang with Joan and her family and stuff. And Olivia has a great personality. And then we stop by when I drive up or Liz drives back and stuff. We drop by and say hi to Joan and then visit her husband Frank in a place, I can't think of, nursing home. I went there last week and Frank sits at a table for lunch with 3 other gentlemen, all different ages. And you look at the room, first of all, the place is absolutely beautiful and a lot of well taken care of. But they all have certain personalities, men. And the ones that could speak well, because some are hard, they can't speak or they don't want to speak or whatever, but are funny. And they go at each other, you know. Dodgers fan, and not Los Angeles Dodgers, the Brooklyn Dodgers, and Yankee fans, and Met fans. And this one guy, I think his name was Paul, and every person he saw, hello, beautiful, hello, beautiful, hello, beautiful. And this one worker, this one woman, she, sweetheart, but tough. And she goes up to him and asks, what do you want, you know, later for dinner? And he goes, hello, beautiful. And she goes up to him, she looks at him, and she goes, and what? Thin, and what? Smart, and what? Intelligent. So she was kept on digging him, you know. Can't just say I'm beautiful. And what? And what? And what? And that's the same thing with the cat growing, right? You know, you might be one thing, but there's a lot more to you, right? So there's a bigger picture. So I just thought that was absolutely wonderful. And then when I was coming home, right, after the visit, I was up there for a couple hours or so. I just felt so good in my heart, you know, helping out my daughter and seeing Joan and then Frank and visiting the nursing home. And I'm driving home and I look at my GPS and I'm on the New York State Thruway and it says 1 hour and 11 minutes to get home. There's our confirmation, huh, dear friends? Super 111. God is always talking to us, and we're getting affirmations. Oh, our eyes open, our ears open, our hearts open, just to see and hear and feel those messages. So that was a really, really, really nice affirmation. So I don't know if you've been looking at the Friends in the Spirit Facebook page, but I was blessed and honored and grateful to be a guest with on Michael Amory Sherlock. Michael, I think you're Sherlock, right? Shock Your Potential. And this is what she wrote on the thing, if you haven't seen it. Today, I launched a new video version of my podcast, and I am honored that my first guest is my Good Morning America friend, Eddie Luisi. Eddie is a man of many talents, stage manager at Good Morning America for 33 years of the show's 40 years, accomplished musician, music composer, and truly the nicest man on the planet. Thank you, Michael. Eddie and I sat down to discuss his career as well as his passion for infusing positivity. Eddie's latest calling comes into the form of a weekly online ministry called Friends in the Spirit 111. Even if you don't consider yourself a spiritual person, Eddie will motivate you with universal messages of love, friendship, and perseverance. Eddie and his wife are also working on a book to be called Cue the Spirit, and their journey proves that we can all leave a lasting and positive impression on this world. And next time you watch Good Morning America and hear an infectious laugh and from somewhere beyond the lights and cameras, that will be Eddie. A smile so bright, a laugh so genuine, and a spirit of blessings. Michael, thank you. I love you. The interview was fabulous. Not because I was the guest, but she's really, really good. So check out her website too, shockyourpotential.com. And I'm sorry I called you Sherwood. I think I know Ben Sherwood. He took a big shot at ABC and Disney, which you might be one day, Miss Sherlock. From Neil Donald Walsh. On this day of your life, I believe God wants you to know that true ambition is not what you thought it was. Bill, the man who co-founded Alcoholics Anonymous, said that, and he was right. True ambition, he said, is the profound desire to live usefully and walk humbly under the grace of God. What is your ambition today? What is on the top of your priority list? What are you hoping to do today? What are you hoping to be? A Maine Coon cat? A mountain lion? Your answer to this question will create not just a day, but you. The soul of the whole you. Create something wonderful for the whole of you. My dear friend Robin Roberts, I'm going to read something. Robin Roberts may not be shooting hoops anymore, but the Good Morning America host landed a touching honor from the NBA Monday night. Roberts was awarded the NBA's Sager Strong Award, named after the sideline reporter who died at 65 in 2016 after battling leukemia. The award is presented each year to an individual who has been a trailblazer while exemplifying courage, faith, compassion, and grace. I love you, Robin. God bless you. Need not to say more about that, but I also put a posting on Facebook about that. And that's a screenshot from her website, Rockin' Robin Productions. To inform, uplift, enlighten, and entertain. Hopefully that's what these little videos are doing too. They're informing you, they're uplifting you, they're enlightening you, and a little entertaining. And good stuff. Another thing from Daily Practice, One Spirit Learning Alliance in New York City. Regardless of who you are or what you do for a living, each of us has opportunities to listen, lead, and contribute to shaping a better future. Our capacity to lead does not depend on whether we occupy a formal position of leadership. Our capacity to lead a deeply engaged life stems from the qualities, that is, the habits, dispositions, attitudes, and skills we bring to our everyday relationships and responsibilities. That was taken from Diane Millis, Deepening Engagement. And it's interesting that I found this about leadership and habits and dispositions and attitudes and skills we bring to everyday relationships, because Michael Amory Sherlock also has a book out, and Tell Me More, it's called. And she gave it to me a while ago. I think she gave it to me the day we did the podcast, which was a couple months ago. And I have so many books, and I haven't read it yet, but I picked it up the other day, and it's fabulous. And she writes it like a story. It's not just, it's wonderful. It really is. And so you guys got to check that out also. Wednesday of this week, my little Ella Luisi, who was a sixth grader, had her moving up ceremony. So as part of that, at Willow Grove Elementary School, she's moving up to middle school. So I love you, Ella. Congratulations. It was a great ceremony, and I took the day off from GMA to be there. So, dear friends in the spirit, whenever you can take off, whenever you could be there for your family, friends, try to. I know it's hard financially, and I'm a freelancer, so no work, no pay. But you got to do what you have to do, right? And there's blessings involved for everybody when you do stuff for others. Wednesday evening, my other daughter, Grace. Okay, got all my daughters in. Didn't speak about you yet, Andrew, but I will soon. She's a camp counselor at Gate Hill Day Camp here in Rockland County. And in the morning, she met the bus driver, who was a brand new bus driver, and they did the route. And she comes back home, and she goes, Dad, he went all the long ways, and it was really weird. So it was like 7 o'clock at night, 7 or 7:30, and I was laying in bed. Dad, could we drive the route? I said, okay. I was all ready for bedtime. But she hopped in the car, and Ella and Olivia, and I took the three girls, and we're going the route. And we found shorter, more direct ways. And she's writing everything down, and then she's texting her supervisor. And she's growing. She's not just a little Maine mooncat anymore. She's growing to be that mountain lion. I'm very proud. So things in your life where you could change things, you could better things for people, why not? Try. Worst people can say is nope, not interested. But so proud of that. Last thing I'm going to read is from Science of Mind once again. It's called If Not For You. Let me take a little cup of my coffee. Coffee, right? Not coffee. Who says coffee here? It's coffee. A few of you asked for these t-shirts, and I only made one. And actually, my daughter Ella designed that. We just went online and we, just inserted words and stuff. But, if you look at my page, I have a professionally designed logo. So one day I'm going to make t-shirts for that. So if I could get them available to you, I will. All right. If not for you. If not for you, there would be a place for... If not for you, there would be a place of emptiness in the heart of God. If not for you, all the good you have done would still need doing. If not for you, the spark of your ideas would not have ignited a fire in others. If not for you, the key role you have played in life's drama would remain unfulfilled. If not for you, at least one person would not have awakened to their dreams. If not for you, your triumphs could not be examples to inspire others. If not for you, someone who needed love would not have received it. If not for you, a life would have been shortened or never existed. If not for you, the song of life would have missed a beat. If not for you, your gifts would remain ungiven. If not for you, another might have suffered in your place. If not for you, someone would have no path to follow. If not for you, there would be one less smile, one less laugh, one less hug. If not for you, there would be one less ember of love to warm the soul. If not for you, an animal might be homeless and a garden left unplanted. If not for you, something would be missing. You have always made a difference. You are, who you are is important every day, who you are. You are the face, the heart, and the soul of God, the soul of the whole. The affirmation, I appreciate everyone for their unique contributions in life. You know, dear friends in the spirit, while I got up this morning, I was making my coffee and cleaning up the kitchen, taking care of the dogs and stuff. And I was just thinking to myself, you know, it's a wonderful life. Jimmy Stewart, you know, and you guys hopefully know the story. And I was saying, if I wasn't around, how would this life be? And then I stopped and I pondered. I said, if you guys weren't around, how would this life be? There's a lot of us, a lot of you friends in the Spirit 111. And we're all, we know we're all spiritually connected, right? But humanly, we're connecting. And I see some of those connections, and I see people gathering together and helping each other out. And I see photos. I see prayer requests. I see ministry that's happening with friends in the Spirit 111 through this little iPhone and me sitting here in my office. So I appreciate you. I love you. Don't forget to share your faith with family and friends. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week. Please keep me, my family, my ministry in your prayers. I will keep you, dear friends in the Spirit 111, in my prayers. God bless you. Don't forget to cue the Spirit. Ciao.